Hey guys, welcome back to our weekly review and breakdown of the third season of Only Murders in the Building. Today's review is on episode 4, The White Room. So let's get going, but before we start, please make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below with your thoughts, theories, and suspicions. So this episode had a greater focus on our lovely trio, trying to figure out if Kimber might have been responsible for Ben's death, and it turns out that it might not be Kimber. And instead Joy, Charles's girlfriend, or well, now his fiance. So we hear from Kimber that someone had to cover up a red mark on Ben's face on opening night, and who better to do that than someone who does makeup, Joy. And also the fact that we know that Ben met Charles on the set of Brazos. So they might have also met. So Joy and Ben might have also met briefly on the set then. That might have been when their relationship began, and then it ended at some point, and then it's starting up again, maybe. Yeah. And the lipstick, it was hers. But again, it's easy for someone else to like take her lipstick, use it, and then frame her or make her look suspicious. Like we've seen that happen before, so that could have definitely happened again. What I find interesting is that the police didn't think of checking the dressing room though. That's really strange, because that would have definitely been one of the places I would have looked, definitely, because I mean that's where he had his first death, I guess, if you're saying it. But I guess that worked in, Mabel's and Charles and Oliver's favor, because now they've got something to go off of. And we know that, there's bad blood between Charles and Ben, and so maybe Joy killed Ben to protect Charles, and so that Charles doesn't find out like about their relationship, if they had one or something, and like what happened between them, and so she killed him. And I'm thinking maybe the makeup she might have used had something in it which caused Ben's reaction on stage for him to like die. And when that didn't work, she pushed Ben off the lift, and we know she was in the Arconia then, so it does make sense. It all kind of adds up. But again, just like last week, it seems too easy, too straightforward. It's obvious that they're trying to make us think that this is actually what happened. Whether that actually happened, it's really too soon to think about, like to say that, because there's still like 6 episodes left. Also, like Charles's whiteouts, like, when he goes into the white room and stuff, I found that really strange. But could Joy maybe be behind that? Like the fact that he proposed, like where on earth did that ring even come from? Like from when he was like speaking to Oliver, it didn't seem like he was even thinking about proposing or anything. So for that ring to just come out of nowhere is really strange. Unless if he's been hanging on to a ring all this time or something, like or something. But I honestly feel so bad for Charles. Like first with Charles, first with Charles and Jan, and then now with Joy seeming, very suspicious. Like he just can't get a break. And there are definitely going to be more twists. So the interesting part is like finding out who else it could be and why. Because, like I said, we've still got 6 episodes. What I liked was that we got to see Cinder again. Maybe she'll team up with Mabel, but I'm hoping not, because I like it just being Mabel, Charles, and Oliver. And I also love the part that Oliver was actually part of this week's investigation, which was good. But Mabel does seem to be getting more involved in the investigation than the others. I know Oliver is like concerned about his art attack and all the stress that could, maybe cause another one, and also the show and all of that. And Charles is worried about his dialogue, I guess, and his singing, which was actually really good. I love that part. It was really good. So I really want to see, like, hopefully by episode 6, maybe we can see the trio like coming back together and working together. So yeah, but yeah, at the moment they're really, last week it was Kimber, this week it's Joy. So next week, I don't know. We're just gonna wait and find out.
One of the other actors.
Yeah, it's too soon to say who it is. I don't know. I really felt like there was a good reason for it to be Kimber, and then I sort of feel like it's gonna be Loretta for some reason. I just get the feeling like there's just something there, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. Speaking of her, where was she in the episode? Like, we didn't see her, so
yeah,
because we know she stayed and like she refused to take her part in LA. So, like, because I thought they were doing a meeting in the beginning of the episode, and
Mhm.
she wasn't there, so
Yeah.
that no one brought it up, I think. So I found that really strange,
Yeah.
maybe. Um, or I just thought this now. Maybe she's the one that planted the lip there. That's why the police couldn't find it because there wasn't one, and someone did put it there. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah,
but
maybe.
yeah. You told me about the White Room, like the title, and I thought, oh, this is very strange, like the title. And then when they showed the thing, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And then what happened afterwards? It's like, what? Like first child was wearing no trousers, and it was so it was so strange because then someone, well, I forgot the actor's name, but he said like it's meant to help you try find your happy place. And I thought that was kind of like a reference to the happy place, like the self safe place. But yeah, it was interesting. The second time he went into the right room and then he was just holding on to the babies and one was hanging up. The song Chandelier by Sia starts playing in my I just couldn't help it. But also not just Charles' White Room is also mentioned. It's not also what we see in the episode. We also see like Mabel going into an actual white room in the beginning. So I think that kind of symbolizes two things. Like one, that maybe she's anxious like Charles is as well, because she has to move out from her grandmother's apartment and she's hiding her worries and everything. Or maybe two, that she's actually keeping it calm and steady, unlike Charles, because we all know. And when you said earlier, Emily, that where did the ring come from after his third meltdown? I think because I think during that white rooms thing, I think he just does random things. I think he just picked up a random ring and picked it and just proposed. So who knows? Um, the red mark on Ben, I was thinking, was it a lipstick? Because the first thing that did came into my head was like maybe it was a scratch, like a red mark scratch, like someone maybe scratched him perhaps, and someone had to cover it up with makeup. So I was thinking Joy, but then something else came to mind, and another theory. I told you this last week that I thought maybe the producer's son could be the murderer because maybe they had a fling. I was just thinking, um, like he's close with his mum. Maybe he took some of his mummy's makeup and used it to cover up his friend. I don't know, but yeah, maybe.
But then that would have been easily like removable. Like you could just remove a makeup stain.
Yeah,
You wouldn't really
maybe.
need to like, get someone to like
Yeah,
cover it
exactly.
up.
So I was just thinking, why would he need a makeup artist if it's just lipstick? So I think it could be a scratch or something. Cinder. Yeah, I don't like her, and I don't like where she's going with Mabel because I didn't like the way she was trying to lure Mabel away from the guy saying, "Oh, they're old, they're useless. You could be better off without them." I'm like, nah, you're using her. So to be honest, I thought she was gone for good. I thought she wasn't around anymore, considering what happened to last season. I thought she was taking a break or stuff like that. And we can see she's really desperate. But she's got her own kind of white room. She got her own happy place. She's singing, she's calm, she's all right. I never again reference, but yeah, we could tell she's desperate to get back in the game to do another murder podcast. But yeah, I don't think Mabel's gonna work with her because I remember something in the trailer that I think somewhere midway in the series, I think she and who's that film guy again? Toba? Toba.
But
I think she and him are gonna start working together because I remember that scene in the trailer. So I wouldn't mind that, to be honest, but I think Charles and Oliver I might get a bit suspicious. So who knows? And and actually, I could be honest, I thought when I saw the text messages in the beginning, I thought they were coming from Alice. I don't know why, because we haven't heard from her, and I'm hoping she won't come back because we know because she was quite a rotten apple in last season. So she might come back, but I did thought it was her trying to persuade me to maybe restart the relationship, but thankfully not. But mm, we never know. She might come back. And trying so Yeah, it could be Joy, and yeah, I mean her lipstick is the same as the message on the mirror. But I don't know. But I like your connection with her and Ben, because I forgot she used to work at the old show that Charles used to do, Bonzo?
Brazo.
Bonzo. Sorry, sorry, I keep forgetting. But yeah, I forgot that there was a connection. So that's good to know. So I'm not sure yet. I mean, I just feel really bad for Charles. Not that he's just engaged with her, it's just like he's got a type for crazy woman. Poor him. Oh God. And yeah, oh dear. I don't know how he's gonna break it off. But that would make sense because, like, if there's gonna be a wedding happening or postponed wedding, and Mabel was in a wedding dress in the trailer, so is that somehow connected? Yeah, I mean, I don't have theories yet, not full theories now like last week, but I got a feeling now Loretta is somehow big. It has a big part in it now. I like this episode. It was funny, it was dramatic, and it was great seeing the trio back again, like the Scooby Doo mystery gang, like that. It was nice to see them back in action. It was nice to see we're getting a bit more mystery. It's actually the story's actually continuing on with the mystery. Like we actually seeing more clues. We're actually getting to start more on seeing different suspects, and yeah. Oh, you know what? Who's Oliver's assistant again? Harold, right? I know he's been there since the beginning, and I feel like we should see an episode all about him as well. Like we did see one part, like was it was it one episode where I think it said like in the dark or something where he and a other guy had a fling or something. I forgot. That's what I can remember. But I don't know. I feel like Harold might have something up his sleeve. I don't know, because I feel like he's always there, but I feel like we should see a bit more of him. I feel like he needs to come out from being the side character. And where's the officer? Officer Williams. I feel like we're nearly halfway now, and she hasn't been in yet. I feel like she should have been in ages ago. So yeah. So yeah, we got a lot, but we still need a bit more
Yeah,
to
it,
spice
it
up the
does
mystery.
seem, I mean, I don't remember last season, but it does seem to be a bit more of a slower pace. Like I feel like last season we were getting like hints here and there, like every single thing we were seeing was like, it's them, oh, this could be a motive or like this. Like this one seems to be like very like, sort of like slow pace. I don't know if it's just me.
Yeah, maybe because there was maybe because there's I don't know, maybe because I wasn't sure if there's like more people, like because in the last two seasons the one we were just getting to know the characters, and when there were like a few less people, so it gave us time to explore different one of them's. So in this one I think we're just taking their time on each one. Also, another thing, I forgot to mention this last season, but I thought they were going to continue doing the past and present like storyline in all the episodes. Now they stop. I feel like I don't know. I want to see a bit more of Ben, and just want to see like maybe flashbacks to like what actually happened to him. Yeah. Also, now you mention like Joy and like Ben, I was just thinking like if they did have like a relationship, it would have been I don't think it would be a romantic one because Ben said he was like a kid when he started working on the show, wasn't it?
Hmm. I don't remember.
I thought he did, unless he was like an older teenager, and then it would have been like the same thing as Jan with the first victim in season one. Like, could have been a romantic relationship, but I'm not sure. But I just, hmm.
It does seem like it's a repeat.
It
Like,
does
yeah.
like an older woman with the younger man. Not saying it's bad, but I'm saying like it's just feel like it's a repeating from
Mm,
the first
yeah.
season. Unless they're doing like sort of like a cameo or something. But I feel like I don't know, I feel like they should spice it up and do something new, do something more strange, more crazy or something. like in the first one, we had like Teddy and his son, like we thought they were the reason or something, or a story behind, or a tragic story behind them, and it wasn't. Well, it was sort of true, but it wasn't that. So I don't know. I feel like I feel like there should be something else popping up. And also in season 2, we had like Charles' dad mentioned, like with the painting and everything, and I feel like there should be something else, something like kind of personal to them coming up, like something a bit more, like another obstacle, if that makes sense. Yeah. So far so good, and nothing bad or anything, nothing I can point out that is putting me off on the show. So that's really great. So yeah, I think I can't believe we're actually near midway now. Like I feel like there should have been more episodes. I know that sounds like it's going at a slow pace, but I feel like we should expect more in then, because I feel like they're gonna push everything in. They're either gonna push a lot in the last few episodes, or there's not gonna be much. So yeah.
So I remember I did this last year, I think, and I stopped doing it. So I thought I should start up and do this again. So next week's episode is called Love. So it seems like we'll see how Charles deals with like being engaged all of a sudden, and Oliver and Loretta's date, and maybe even Mabel and Tobert's, relationship might start something. So I mean, let us know down below if you're a fan of that love relationship, if you see something happening there. But it does seem like we'll be seeing a few of these relationships play out maybe next week. It's what I'm thinking.
Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah. Love is in the air, guys. So yeah. So yeah, that's our thoughts and our theory. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and leave it down in the comment below about your thoughts and theories about this week's episodes. Do you think Joy could be the killer? Do you think she has any connections to Ben, or do you think there could be something else that we miss? Tell us, guys. We would love to hear them. Before you leave, please make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Check out our website. It's got all of our videos that we've done in the past few years. Maybe not all of them, but some. I don't know. So I haven't been checking lately. And check out our social accounts. We've got Instagram and Twitter. If you follow us, we will definitely follow you back. And check out other videos on our channel. We've done other TV shows. We've done like Marvel, Disney. Wait, there's a Disney TV shows. Yep. Oh yeah, there is, sorry. But yeah, we've done a lot of, guys. Please check them out. And we've done movies, games, pranks, a whole lot. Check them out. So thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. And yeah, we will see you next time. Bye.